How dare you
How dare you!
How dare you indeed! Greta Thunberg is back. Now she's taking a shot at AOC's Green New Deal, saying it doesn't go far enough. I've got the details. Before I go further, if you're new here, tap the red button down below to subscribe, and then hit the notification bell when you do. And always remember, you can access Next News Network's ad-free, uncensored bonus content and exclusive interviews at nextnewsnetwork.com. I hope to see you there. Before I get to that, back to the news. Let's go to the Political Insider, where they report that the teenage environmental activist Greta Thunberg, who hails from Sweden, went on MSNBC to claim that the radically liberal Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal is very far from being enough when it comes to fighting climate change. How dare she? Watch.
I mean, just to say, I mean, just a comment on that. How can we expect that people will want climate action? How can we expect that people will support any kind of climate action when the general public awareness is so low when it comes to the climate? We have not been made aware of what's happening because the climate crisis never once been treated as a crisis. So how can we expect anything to happen when we aren't treating this crisis like a crisis? And
because it's not a crisis, okay? I mean, the Obamas just bought a huge mansion right on a coast.
I mean, the Green New Deal, obviously, it's not, if you include the crucial aspects like the aspect of equity and so on, it's very, very far from being enough, from being...
Equity? What?
In line with the Paris Agreement and so on. And that's not my opinion, if people may think that. But it at least gets the discussion going, and yes, you could argue that we need more moderate suggestions to because that will at least get passed, and that could be a way, as long as we then make clear. I mean, if it's better than nothing, then as long as we make clear that this is very, very far from being enough, and so on. And we must also remember that we can't negotiate and compromise with the laws of physics.
First thing that she needs to do is turn off some of those lights in that house of hers. I mean, think about all of the greenhouse emissions that are coming from the electricity that's needed to turn on those light bulbs. I mean, maybe she should just light a couple candles or something, right? This all comes after Thunberg trolled Senator Ted Cruz for his condemnation of President Joe Biden rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement. By rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement, President Biden indicates he's more interested in the views of the citizens of Paris than in the jobs of the citizens of Pittsburgh. That's what Ted Cruz wrote. This agreement will do little to affect the climate and will harm the livelihoods of Americans. Well, Thunberg fired back by mockingly tweeting, "So happy that the USA has finally rejoined the Pittsburgh Agreement. Welcome back." Of course, she's just a teenager, yet she has long been the face of the radical anti-climate change movement, traveling the world to lecture the rest of us about how evil we are when it comes to the environment. Comment below. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Got an update on that Next News Network. I'm Gary Franchi.
You possess the power to impact the global narrative. Please share this report, and to get more videos like this, become a Next News subscriber by clicking the link below. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.